Hello and welcome. This is for my single as fuck Leo. So, you guys, if you're not familiar with my channel, I do a lot of tarot readings, and recently we've started doing some more zodiac readings. So this is for Leo. I've now split these into two categories. So you have the general love reading, which is with you and someone else, so you already have an established partnership or somebody, you know, in your energy, situationship possibly. For situationships, I say look at the single reading as well, because it's a bit hard to tell where you're going to fit in, you know, because that's going to be very individual. So yeah, I have the general love reading, and now we have the single as fuck reading, which is your single. And then I might expand this next time to include a situationship type of vibe, but let me know in the comments if you would specifically want to see that. So we've got the traditional manga tarot, we have the Rider-Waite Smith tarot, we've also got, this is the Moonology cards. I'm not using them specifically besides the full moon cards. It is also full moon in Leo the day that I'm recording this, so you have the extra audacity today, amping up your reading. And we've got the Cosmic Dancer Oracle that we might pull. We will pull a card or two from that at the very end. So let's get straight into your reading. We're going to do past, present, future. If anyone shows up, because this is a single reading, so I don't know if someone's going to show up in your reading or not. If they do, we may pull a couple of cards specifically on them just to see what happens, you know, if we can get a bit about them, whatever spirit wants to tell us. And yeah. Whereas in the couple or the general love reading, I actually pull cards for you, cards for them, because we already know there's somebody specifically around you, right? So yeah, you have issues setting boundaries, or that was past energy, right? So you got boundaries. This came up for the other Leos as well, so you guys are vibing together. It's a vibe, not a very productive vibe. Also, Four of Wands in the reverse on the back. Issues in the home, it could be indicating a breakup. That still affects your current energy possibly, because a lot of the times when I'm looking at the past, it's like, what wants to show up? It's either going to clarify exactly what's going on, or it could also be telling you what is still currently affecting your love life, because this could, you know, help you with that. Let's see what our present energy is. What's the present vibe? Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm just going with 4. Usually I do 3, but we had 4 in top, so now we got 3. Here, bottom energy, 3 of Cups in the reverse. That's our hangover card. Stop drinking so much, please, Leo. Or using whatever things that are giving you a hangover, not eating, or not eating well enough. I'd like to think you're eating. Please take care of yourself. Or make sure you're drinking enough water, because your energy is currently amplified, as we know. What do we want to use for the present energy? Let's go back into this deck. Also, victory was just on the bottom. I mean, the future energy, please. Okay. You'll be letting go of a burden. So, you could be yeeting something. My gosh, this is a bit difficult. So, yeah. Past energy, issues with boundary setting and letting people walk all over you, or possibly that happened in a connection and that could have been an issue. But yeah, boundary setting issues. Also, you are juggling, or were juggling, a lot of things. Usually there's like a massive storm or something going on with our 2 of Pence, and he's just like, yeah, ooh, I'm like the jester, I'm balancing, like doing a circus trick where you've got a ball and you're standing on it and you're balancing and it's wobbling and you're also juggling, and then maybe you're eating your lunch at the same time and like sending some messages, doing your homework, studying, like doing 10 different things and juggling. So, and that also is really good, because it, even though it can be overwhelming, it means despite despite the external circumstances, you were able to keep your cool, you're able to stay balanced, and yeah, even though, and maybe that's why you let your boundaries down or allowed other people to get their way. You know, in the long run that wasn't gonna happen. You probably already knew what you were gonna do, and maybe doing that is what helps you to stay balanced throughout whatever that storm is that you're weathering. You've also got, you're waiting for a manifestation. So you've asked for something, it's coming, spirit has your back, and they're bringing it to you. The universe is bringing you a gift. And I do feel like you communicated very clearly what it is that you wanted here with that Knight of Swords. But possibly you went back to get something. You were like, actually, maybe this is something you wanted ages ago, and you let it go, and then it's like, actually, I'm going back for that now, because he's going towards it, right? Visually speaking. So you've also got in your current energy, that also is telling me don't get too stuck in the past as well. Maybe what you're manifesting and maybe what you are wanting has changed too. That's okay. Explore that. Have fun with that. You're a Leo. Like, be more playful. Don't let your pride get in the way. Tap in. What's that song? Tap in. Oh no, now I'm gonna have to write that down so that I don't forget. Tap in, single Leo AF reading song reference. Okay, I'll put that song in the description to have a look at. Yeah, you need to like tap into your playful side. Possibly, I don't know. It's like, what does that mean to you? Is it more sexual? Is it like going out and actually having fun, meeting up with friends, drinking, but making sure that you're not overdoing it? Like we had the hangover card, so be careful of that presently. Drink your water, stay hydrated. I know that's annoying, but whatever. So, currently you are being asked to go with the flow with things. You're being asked to come out of hibernation and out of silence, where you have been keeping a lot to yourselves and healing and resting. It's like, now it's time to wake up. Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey, as they say. Why am I being a weird? You need to be more playful. So yeah, it's like, wake up, get up, move, flow with things. And you've got the Tower, so you do have a lot of major energy currently, so that's probably why you're like maybe drinking or, you know, avoiding certain things, right? So the Tower in reverse is very good because you have the opportunity to either, this could be working on some sort of past trauma, you're no longer bringing that into your current or future, you know, definitely not bringing it into the present, realizing that shit happened. Four of Cups. Yeah, you definitely are having a tendency to look at the past in a very negative light, and this says currently you have an opportunity. Someone is offering you like a cup. Could be a cup of love. I don't know if that's going to come off because the Tower's here. This is very much how are you going to perceive this? What you're being asked to do is to express your emotions. Allow your emotions to flow freely as well, even if it's just with yourself. If you need to cry, but you need to feel your feelings and like, how do I really feel about this situation? Because there is someone here who seems to be offering something. You're just not even looking at him. You're concerned. This would be like if someone is offering you an opportunity and they really want to rebuild because the Tower's in reverse. Let's rebuild something. You're focused on the negative part of the conversation rather than the opportunity to reconnect and to flow without, you know, emotions. See, you need to see this, hopefully, as an opportunity rather than an obstacle. It's like, this is my time to shine. This is where you need to let your pride help you. Come on. Leos have the audacity. Use your audacity for good. Don't be so, you know, you've been using it to be silent in the past. Now's your time to speak. Now's your time to be more emotional, going, like, you need to let your emotions flow. So I don't know what it was from the past that was stopping that, but you presently have a situation where you can flow freely with your emotions and see where it takes you, right? Because you may be concerned, well, where's that going to take me? Is it going to work out the way that I want to? Just look. Let go of outcome dependence. It's like, just flow. See what happens. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But, it seems to be if you do let things flow, because this person is like, here, I'm yeeting you an offer. There's actually an Ace of Cups here. It's like, it's full of love. I don't know if you perceive it that way, but it's there. Because they're like, do you want to share this? Do you want to partake in this with me or not? In the future, let's say you do open up more emotionally, flowing with things, and enable yourself to rebuild your stability presently. In the future, I do see you still being resistant to this change, so that, like I said, you do seem to dip back into your past energy, whether that's old habits, ways of thinking, communication, inaction, something about boundaries, like what we went over here. Your resistance to fully embracing this change is what will bring up obstacles further into the future. So the change is happening whether you like it or not. Are you going to prolong this period, or are you going to embrace it as the Leo you are? Have fun, King of Swords, you're again being asked to be logical, leveling up in communication, knocking out competition possibly. Ooh. But there's two energies here. You're either going to be the King of Swords or the Queen of Wands. Leo is more of fire energy, but I did say you when I saw the King of Swords, so yeah. Somebody is being very logical and communicating, and then someone's blaming themselves for everything and being very frustrated. Sometimes this can be projection onto someone else, but a lot of the time when I see Queen or King of Wands, and this came up in the other Leo reading, in the reverse, when they're reversed, a lot of the times it's blaming yourself, frustration towards yourself, getting angry at yourself, projecting and putting things inwards towards you instead of fully expressing yourself and being your authentic self. You're internalizing a lot of stuff. So either you or somebody, because there is definitely someone in the peripherals here, might be a friend. I feel this is probably more a lover or ex-lover or someone, because they're offering you love, right? Although love could be friendship, like I said, but they're there. There's a need to, I don't know. Let's clarify this, shall we? Strength in reverse. Someone doesn't want to be single anymore. Nine of Cups, yep. I want my trophy, I want my prize. Timing may not be right, but this is also like all aspects of ourselves. The shadow and the light, the earthly, the spiritual, mind, body, spirit, all aspects. Come into alignment with your authentic self, flow free more with your emotions instead of resisting change. Embrace, who you are, your leveled up self, instead of falling back into old patterns all the time. Not beating ourselves up for when we do go back to things, but just acknowledging when we do so that we can move forward. Someone here, either you or someone, this other person that's in your energy, someone feels undervalued. Someone doesn't like having to compete, or they just wanting clarity. That could be them asking clarity. What is this? You know, am I wasting my time here? This is also the orgasm card, so, you know, they could see a lot of happiness together. Or you could see a lot of happiness together. Leo is the one that's struggling. That's you. It's the Strength in reverse. That's letting your pride get in the way. Could be letting, like, leading with things physically, sexually as well. Or letting that be your primary motivation. Or, like, instead of love, it's lust. Maybe that's the old cycle that you're being asked to change from. I don't know. It's going to resonate a bit differently. But it does seem to be someone feels like they're not being seen, not being valued here. Could be concerned about there being other options or competition. And that could be what this is about, wanting to know where they stand. And they could be very frustrated and angry at themselves about this too. So, as long as we're empathetic and understanding of whoever it is that's communicating this, I feel like it should be alright, because you've got the 9 of Cups. It's just being very careful not to get too much in your ego. Like, are you actually listening? Or are you just responding the way that you think you should? You need to flow with your emotions. Okay? And be your more authentic self. That's kind of the theme here. So let's get into your oracle card. Our little flame is getting small. Okay. Leos who are single, what? Oh no, come back. Collaborate. That one tried to run away. Are you trying to run away from a commitment or a conversation or a community or friends? I don't know who that is. Someone who wants it. That could be, you know, like I said, there's someone who's offering something to you and maybe you're trying to avoid it. Because that's like our three of cups drinking, oh god. Or it could be because it says collaborate. To me that was the 3 of Pentacles. So working together. Here. 2 people putting energy into something. Devotion and love. Be ecstatic, be happy. This is almost like you need to give yourself permission to be happy. Is this a scenario where you're like, this is too good to be true? This kind of reminds me of that 6 of Swords. You need to get out of your own head and you're creating your own drama in a way. You need to be happy. You need to move away from this self-sabotage or whatever that is. You know, and enjoy yourself here. It's also kind of an erotic looking card, so hey. Yeah, but there is someone there. Can we pull a few cards? I won't use the Oracle, I'll use the Tarot to get a couple of cards on the person. So for my single Leos, we definitely saw somebody there, and we'd just like to know a little bit about them. Please. Okay. This person is also single AF, just so you know, if you're worried about that competition, if that was coming from your side being insecure, they're very much single. They're also isolating themselves from their community. I'd be surprised if they have a lot of friends. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. They do not feel worthy of a love offer, or maybe they've never had a solid love offer. That could also yeah, they're kind of like, it looks almost like they're forced to be happy being single. So they're just embracing that that's their collection of audacity. Like, okay, fine, well, this is where I have to be because I don't have any other choice, do I? But it's kind of like in the back of their mind here. They're not really looking at it, but they do want more deeper connections. They do want solid offers. They do have concerns about people taking advantage of them and manipulating them with their words, specific words, or, you know. And this is a card that means that if whoever has done this person wrong in the past, like they may have let other people get away with things, certainly, but the other person who is doing them wrong always suffers or loses in the end. Like this person comes up on top. They always have a way of landing on their feet. Could have an affinity with birds or animals. Might like to talk to them, you know. But this indicates that they're also greatly admired. People would probably want to marry this person or be with them, even though they're not looking at the offers, right? Because like I said, maybe they don't see it. They could be like, well, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I am. That's it. Just got to accept it. Cool. Sometimes this is an entrepreneur or could be a successful person, but usually it's our pre-empress energy, which is the energy before they get married or become the wife or the, you know, husband, whatever. Regardless of gender, I'm just saying. So yeah. Earth, water, air is your elements. That's kind of reminding me of the lovers there, the two trees in the background. This person's back. They could have turned their back on... Yeah, we've went over that. Not focusing on being in a relationship either because they don't feel like anyone's going to offer them anything, or it's just not what they want right now. But they are in the pre-empress energy, which is like they're ready for a relationship, so it's a bit of a conflict there. That's okay. We'll see. So that's just a bit about them. Hopefully that helps you. There could be a bit of sleepless nights and anxiety in regards to this person as well, because I just saw the nine of swords there as I was flipping through. But yes, so I hope that you enjoyed this reading, Leo, on your Leo full moon that is emphasizing all your Leo-ness. So yeah, let me know what you think. Come back again for more readings, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you want to book a personal reading, please, as always, have a look at my Etsy store, which is linked in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.